Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So, this latest kick that I'm on is called A Guy Walks Into 32 Bars, and these are Broadway show tunes that have a 32 bar structure, including a little bit of a talking intro at the beginning of the song. So, thus far, we have looked at the Surrey with a Fringe on Top from Oklahoma. We have looked at Get Me the Church on Time from the musical My Fair Lady, and now we are going to look at Iowa Stubborn from The Music Man. So Iowa Stubborn begins as conman Harold Hill arrives in the fictitious River City, Iowa. They pronounce it Iowa, and he always thought it was Iowa. It is, they tell him, we just don't like other people saying it that way. I am paraphrasing slightly there. It begins with that initial humorous chatter, and more on that later, and that chatter includes someone telling him the center of town is in the middle of the road, and when he asks if one person knows a good hotel, he directs him to Chicago. He then asks what they do for fun, to which they reply, mind our business, which sets up the premise of the song. They say we can be cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And then they add that they're so by God stubborn we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. But then encourage him to join us at the picnic, adding, you can have your share of all the food you bring yourself. However, they later add that they'll still help you out if your crop should happen to die. As someone who grew up in the Midwest, I can affirm that this is accurate. There's not always the outgoing hospitality you see in the South, but if you're in a jam, people will absolutely help you out. It's just a delightfully charming song. Melodically, the song is written in G major and uses D, G, A minor, C, and E, which is a 5-1-2-4-6 pattern. That gets repeated throughout, albeit with a different cadence. Instrumentally, the song uses oboe, flute, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, to my knowledge, not 76 of them, timpani, drums, and strings. There's a carefree nature about the song that lends itself very well to the choice of instruments mentioned, and the drums involved aren't some big booming affected drums, but they do come in each time after the if you ask about our weather in July to emphasize the point. Prior to any of the music coming in, the aforementioned conversation, the A part of the song comes in. This is now talking about the structure. As is the case with other songs we've looked at in this blog and vlog kick, the A part sets up the song's premise. Iowans are stubborn and keep to themselves, so if you try to initiate a conversation, they'll sarcastically push you away before they help you. If I were just listening to this song outside of the context of the movie, I would still enjoy it, but the zingers from the locals become even funnier once you understand why they are the way they are. So although the A part isn't necessary for the examples to develop, it makes the characters a little more three-dimensional rather than just being a funny interaction that Harold had when he first got into town. Iowa Stubborn is embedded below. What the heck? You're welcome. I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all of my other vlogs and all of my other blogs. The vlogs can be found right here on YouTube, and the blogs can be found on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Thank you so much.